We went missing in West Virginia. That's what they said. That's what the story said. Family was messaging me. My own flesh and blood was messaging me saying, we haven't heard from you. Where you been? Did you forget our number? Did you lose our number? I had friends texting me, you okay? Are we still friends? Or are we done with each other? Because that was my fall so far. That was October for me. I was out of pocket. I was gone. People thought I was ghosting them, but I wasn't ghosting them. I wasn't in ghost mode. I was in mountain mode. You know what mountain mode is? Mountain mode is when you're out in the woods, when you're out hiking, when you're out finding West Virginia swings, when you're out geocaching, and you don't have cell phone service and the world can't get to you. And is that a good thing? Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's the point.
Sometimes you need it.
Sometimes you're trying to lose signal. You're trying to live like your ancestors out in those mountains that they didn't have to worry about cell phones. They weren't whipping out cell phones, right?
No.
I say that mostly as a joke, but October was super busy for us and we only put out a couple episodes. So people, our loyal listeners were probably like, where's the podcast episode? You only put out 2 episodes in October. But guess what? We're back. Yes. We are back. And this is Almost Heaven, Always Us. I'm Corey.
I'm Kelsey.
And today we're going to tell you what all we got into because there's a lot. There's a lot because you got some big news.
I do. The biggest news.
What's the big news?
We have 2 new nephews. My sister and my brother. 2 little baby boys.
Wow. Can you believe
that amazing?
It? The family is growing.
Yes. Now all of the siblings, all 4 of us have kids.
Wow.
And we are the only ones with girls.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
You guys did it.
Yep.
You completed it. Completed the list.
3 siblings have boys.
Yeah. And 2 of them like that. Boom, boom.
I know, 2 weeks apart.
That's crazy.
One is very, very blonde, white hair. The other one has very black hair. So we can tell them apart.
Yeah.
Same age, but they're very different.
Right. Well, that's how we'll keep track of them based off hair color. So we got the babies. That's been keeping you busy because you got to go visit. You got to go to a baby shower.
Yes.
And while you were doing that, I was with our kids and I was out in the woods and we were having fun and we were finding treasures, is what we call them.
Getting
treasure
ticks.
Getting ticks.
Yep.
Saw a snake.
Oh my gosh.
Went on a men's retreat. Went to Seneca Rocks, one of my favorite places. Spruce Knob, one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
The highest point in West Virginia.
Yeah.
By the way. So where do we want to start? There's so much to talk about.
Okay, let's go to the first.
Should we just start from the beginning?
Start from the beginning. The first weekend of October, you were gone.
The first weekend in October, I had a men's retreat. So I took the guys to one of my favorite spots in West Virginia, one of the most iconic natural scenes in West Virginia, in my opinion. Seneca Rocks. Beautiful, beautiful Seneca Rocks. What a backdrop. Imagine that. Those nice, beautiful rocks. That's where we had a picnic. We had a picnic lunch with those rocks back there. Then we drove up to Spruce Knob, all the way up to Spruce Knob. 4,863 feet, the highest elevation in West Virginia. And I drove the church van, me and 12 guys, I think it was, and they trusted me to drive them, and I'm up there. If you've ever drove to the top of Spruce Knob, it's like, like a snake.
In a church van.
And it's a long
bouncing,
church van.
Bouncing.
And I'm driving. Everybody's having a good time in the church van. Everybody but me. I'm sitting there, white knuckling the steering wheel, trying not to go over the edge. But we made it. And unlike last time when it was all cloudy, this time we could see everything. You could see mountains way, way off. You could see multiple counties, I believe, from way up there. I could be wrong about that, but probably am. But anyway, I enjoyed it, and we all had a good time. I saw this thing in Tennessee. They have a highest elevation point. I think it's their highest elevation. I could be wrong. But they built a tower, a really tall tower to add to it. Yeah. And to get to it, it almost makes a loop. Like the trail goes around and loops back so that so you can walk it. It's like a mile, the bridge to get to the top. But otherwise, you'd be climbing a ladder. Yeah. So that'd be
too much.
So they give you like a mile hike instead. And I thought 4,863 feet. I thought it'd be really cool if we had a tower that was like 150 feet there at Spruce Knob, and just to make it hit that 5,000 marker, just so you could say I'm at 5,000.
I don't want to do that.
That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? They have a tower there, but it is not 5,000 feet.
About 900 feet.
Well, no, it's 900 feet from there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see the arrow. 900 feet in that direction.
Yeah, that direction, not that direction. Yeah, so that was fun. And then we drove back, and when we drove back, we went through Tucker County. So we went through that area, and the leaves were changing. So we saw the beautiful leaves. Then we was at Preston County, saw beautiful Preston County.
Yeah.
It was a nice time, really nice time. You stayed home with the kids. You took one for me. Took one for the
I
team.
really took one for the team, and I was like, next weekend, buddy, I'm out
Next
here.
weekend. So next weekend came and you were out of here immediately. Where did you go?
I went to go hang out with my sister before she had her baby, and we had a really good time together. And then I just went to my booth because I have a booth there in Petersburg at Yours, Mine, and Ours Flea Market and Boutique. I went and I filled my booth back up, and then I came home.
Yeah.
Did I do anything else?
I don't know.
Not that weekend.
Not that I know of.
Not that weekend. The next weekend I went back.
All of October we were busy. I couldn't believe how fast October went by.
Yeah.
When October 30th came and Halloween was the next day, I said, no, that can't be right.
I know.
Halloween's tomorrow. We didn't even do the spooky season stuff that we were supposed to do. We didn't watch all the movies we wanted to watch. We didn't do it. Just came and went.
There's no time. It's very...
Where did October go?
Soccer
Dominated.
That was it.
We had 2 or 3 games each weekend across 3 kids.
Yeah.
And it kept us very,
across
very
counties.
busy.
Across 3
counties.
counties. Well, no, I think just...
But yeah, we did it at least 3 counties. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Even though it's a local league, so it should mostly be here in Mon County. We did travel to a couple other.
Which wasn't too bad, but...
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Taylor and Harrison. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. And we had fun with Halloween. We did all the trunk or treats, a million trunk or treats. And our trunk or treat at our church was a huge hit. We had like 500 some people come through. So we thank everybody who came through. You might have saw me there if you went.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing that event too.
Yeah.
That was really
That was a really good time. Yeah, I got to work the entrance there. And so I got to meet a lot of people. And we got to give away a lot of gifts. So that was fun.
Yes, and I got to walk around and talk to people and drink Pop Shop.
There. Oh, yeah, Pop Shop was there. That's right. I talked to them. I asked them how they did. They said they did very well. So.
Yeah. And Roly Poly was there, and they did well too.
And we had
the
police presence.
Yes.
On purpose. On purpose. Because they were there to show the kids their cruiser. So we had Westover police. We had the state police. And did we have Morgantown police, I believe?
I'm not sure where that one was from. I didn't look, but...
Yeah, so a nice event.
Yes.
All in all.
Yes,
nice
it
event.
was nice.
Good time. Then, let's see. So, yeah, that was kind of how October ended, going back a little bit. So, let's see. We kind of traded weekends. Well, no, mostly.
I think the next weekend I also went
It was
back
really
into
you
Petersburg.
traveling every weekend. I stayed here.
I went into Petersburg, and then I did my niece's makeup for her homecoming in Petersburg. And then my sister did have her baby this time, and I went to Moorfield, and I got her some snacks, her and her husband some snacks to like cheer them up a little bit because she was kind of having a hard time with her health and everything. But while I was in Walmart in Moorfield, I said, I better get some Moorfield footage.
Yeah.
So
and you did.
I went through and did that, dropped off their snacks, then went to Meadowbrook Farm Barbecue. They were having a fall fest at the Maysville School, and I got my free barbecue. I got some barbecue. I did my niece's makeup, and that's who her dad is. Meadowbrook Farms. That's the niece.
That was your pay. Right?
That was some of my pay,
and that was good pay. Right?
And it was good. I would have done it just for the barbecue, but he is very generous.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a Where Are We? And you did a Moorfield edition. And I thought it was pretty cool. We got some good comments on that one.
Yeah.
And I just want to share a few because these are our favorite comments, the type that we get where the people are like, that's my hometown.
Yeah.
I love seeing my hometown. Or I haven't been there in 20 years. And you guys just helped me relive my childhood.
Yeah. I love the people who really like the Where in West Virginia, even if that's the only thing that they watch on our Facebook page. And they're I've been watching these and I can't believe I saw my town in one of these videos.
And they'll say like things they did as a kid. They'll say their favorite places to go to eat.
Oh yeah.
Like I love the restaurant. We seen the one in Valley Ford had a whole bunch of that Blankenship. People love Blankenship.
A lot of people.
And here Larry Hellman says on the Moorfield one, no matter where the wind takes me in this world, Moorfield, West Virginia is the only place I call home.
Yep.
Kerry Washington said my hometown with the gold and the blue hearts. Anyway, yeah, so some great comments. The Wiley Ford one was fun because if you're familiar with Wiley Ford, it is right across the bridge from Cumberland, Maryland. The Cumberland Airport is where we kind of were specifically at. And that was kind of on purpose. We wanted to kind of make it confusing. And that caused a little bit of debates in the comments, which wasn't our goal. But
I want to know it was tricky.
It was tricky. Some people were like, hey, that's misleading. You're actually in Maryland, but we weren't. We were not in Maryland.
Do a little bit of research there.
In West Virginia. But it's tricky because I'm pretty sure Cumberland owns the airport, but it's in West Virginia. So it's one of those tricky ones. But that was fun too.
They have a Maryland flag and a West Virginia flag in front of
the airport. Yeah. Yes, it's like a joint effort.
It's fine.
Yeah. So you were over there in a lot of the Western Maryland counties. What do you think of Western Maryland?
What do I think of it?
Oh, because you had a video. You had our video. It was actually our most popular video of all time on Facebook.
Yes.
This isn't a brag. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, it got 4 million views, and it was about you traveling from West Virginia into Maryland and talking about the pavement change.
Yeah.
Explain it.
I just thought it was like the dumbest video. And I was like, I'm going to do this just to be funny. But I'm just talking about like driving from West Virginia. It's gray pavement. The highway's gray pavement, and once you get to Maryland, it turns reddish. So you know that's where the line starts. The state line is when it turns red. And then like a quarter of a mile up is where you see the sign. So I was joking, when you see that pavement color change, you hit the brakes because now you're in Maryland territory. Like womp womp.
Why are you hitting your brakes for?
Because I don't want to get caught with my West Virginia tags.
You think they target people from West Virginia?
I think that they like to favor those West Virginia tags to get tickets.
Yeah. So that one, people will really like that one.
Oh my gosh!
For some reason,
I was like
you said, we thought this would be a dumb video, but people really seem to enjoy that video.
Yeah.
My favorite one was Amanda. She said, usually a cop in the median with 6 different things on the hood, ready to light you up. I know a little bit about speeding tickets.
Yeah.
This guy says, every time my GPS says, welcome to Maryland, I'm like, are you threatening me? That's pretty funny. Then there was this guy here that says, fun fact, if you go the posted speed limit, you don't have to worry about a speeding ticket, and has a cat with a rainbow that says, the more you know.
Yeah, so those are my favorite.
Yeah.
But then the people who defend it.
Yeah.
People who are defending
Leah, she came through for you. She said, fun fact, you can't take a joke.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just joking.
But
clearly.
It was funny.
It was funny.
Those comments are funny, too. Like, there was one guy that's like, I just continue doing the normal speed I was doing because I'm not an idiot.
And these, like, I just think everything's funny. Like, nothing ever hurts my feelings. I'm just like, this just makes you look
that
dumber.
Sounds like a challenge. You're like,
how dare you to hurt my feelings?
Hurt my feelings.
No, I think it just, when you say something dumb online, you look dumb online. It's it's not hurting me. It's hurting you.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. All right. So while you were out traveling into Maryland, I stayed right here at home in Mon County. And I wanted to go to a new Almost Heaven swing, one of the newer ones, one of the latest ones that just came out earlier this year, Mason-Dixon Park. Even though it's Mon County, for us, it almost feels like another county. Like, it feels far away, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's really not that far away, but it feels like it for some reason. I don't know why, but it just feels like a haul to get there. We've gone there before for kids' birthday parties and things like that.
But only to like the playground
area. Like the park area.
Yeah.
I've never gone behind it and done the hiking and the trails until this other weekend when we did that. And we went down there to find the swing. This new swing, and we found it, and it was pretty nice, a nice swing. And right beside the swing is the Mason-Dixon Line, of course, Mason-Dixon Park, which is the border of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. On the border there, they have a bench on each side. Yeah. The one side says Pennsylvania, and it has their rectangle. Then it says West Virginia, and it has our beautiful, our magnificent, our wonderful state outline of West Virginia. But it's cool because it's like a buddy bench. It's like you sit and talk to each other. You know, our kids, they each straddled the line, and I got a picture of them. They're like, "Look at me, I'm
two places at once,
I'm in each state." You know,
the walk to remember.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was fun. And there's a waterfall there on the official.
Oh, is that what it's called?
West Virginia Waterfall Trail. I was going to pull it up, but I don't have my phone. Well, I think it was it Tucker Falls?
Yes.
Falls. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tucker Falls.
I got a few things to say about this waterfall. It's officially on the trail, on the West Virginia Trail. I could be wrong, but we crossed the Mason-Dixon line into Pennsylvania on the Pennsylvania side to get to this waterfall. Now, the trailhead starts in West Virginia, so I guess they could make the argument because you start the trail in West Virginia. But the actual fall, that's Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure. Unless it's one of those things like Wiley Ford. I don't want to be like those people that were mad at us at Wiley Ford and be like,
cuts around
where it's like, you know, it's got the weird but it shouldn't because the Mason-Dixon line's flat. So, and I definitely crossed it. But I mean, I guess it's possible we came back south.
Let us know.
But I think it was Pennsylvania. Anyway, whether it was or it wasn't, I'm going to tell you what, it was the worst waterfall that we've been to on the trail so far. And here's why. And it warned you in the documentation at the Mason-Dixon Park. I got the flyer, and it said, that it's a seasonal waterfall. In the summer, it may not be there. This isn't summer, this is fall. It's October. I knew when we were walking up the trail. So we're walking, all the kids are tired. I look down at the creek where the water should be.
Yeah.
And there's no water down there. I said,
oh, man.
I told the kids before we got there because I didn't want them to be disappointed. I said, kids, there's not going to be a waterfall, but at least we can check it off our list and say we've been there. We get to the end of the trail. Nope. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, nothing. Not even the little drip. Not even a little drip. When I say nothing, a lot of people are probably thinking like, oh, it was, it's got a few drips here. I mean, there was literally nothing. There was no water there. Our kids sat where the waterfall would be and dangled their legs off, and I took a picture.
And they got up and they were dry.
They're like, they were, exactly. They're like, yeah, there's no waterfall here. But we checked it off the list. Hey, the picture on the West Virginia Trail of it looks really beautiful. I'm sure after a nice big rain and certain seasons that it's a wonderful waterfall.
I'm sure.
But for us, it's
pretty
disappointing. I still really like the park, though, Mason-Dixon Park, and the trails, because the trails were really cool other than the waterfall. They had a ferry trail that was, my daughter counted, I think she said 123 ferry houses is what she counted. That's a lot.
That's adorable.
Like at first when we did the trail, I thought you'll see a ferry house every once in a while, every couple minutes. No, there's one. Like it's nonstop because people bring them. It's not like a state sponsored. People come and bring them themselves.
I love that so much.
A user generated.
We'll go back and we'll do that.
Ferry trail, and then they had a space walk. So it had these big, huge signs that would talk about each planet and give you facts about it and had a picture of it. And then you'd walk a couple more minutes and there would be the next one, Saturn, Neptune. I even saw Uranus there, believe it or not.
You did? That is shocking.
That shocked me.
I don't know how they got that. All right, and then what?
Oh, so the best moment, or I don't know if it was the best, but it was something. My one daughter, she was getting tired of the rest of us, so she was walking way ahead of us. I could barely see her, our oldest.
Okay.
And I kept saying, hey, you better come back here. You're getting way ahead. But she wouldn't have it. She was walking on. All of a sudden, I hear her scream for her life. And I said, what's wrong? What's wrong? She was about this far, about 1.5 feet maybe from a snake. She saw a snake. And the snake, I think... So we were on the trail. We're walking back. It's a one-way trail, basically. You go to the fall and then back. And one side is really steep mountain, and the other side is really steep mountain downward toward the creek. So you can't go either way, basically. You have a narrow 3-foot trail that you have to walk. That's it. That's the only way down. Yeah. The snake was perpendicular to the trail. So basically he was the roadblock of the trail. And I think he was spooked by her screaming and by us walking. That he's like, if I sit really still, they won't see me, not realizing he is the path. So I go up really close to him, and I'm like trying to shoo it off just with my words, and he's not going. He's not moving at all. He's completely still. Yeah. And he's like, they can't see me.
But it was basically like a harmless snake. Though,
it was a harmless. It was a rat snake. It was a rat snake. So I recognize that. Luckily, I've learned enough about snakes over the years, so I didn't freak out because I was like, it's not a rattlesnake. It's not a copperhead. Yeah. It's a friendly one. Okay. A friendly danger noodle. Not that dangerous of a danger noodle. So I got a branch and I just kind of poked at him. Not really poking him, more like
scooting him.
Scooting him. There you go. And just scooted him just out of the trail. He was still pretty close.
Was he moving though?
Barely. Like he was alive, but
yeah, he was scared.
Like
Snakes
moving.
Can be scared.
Which I was kind of surprised. Like I thought he would slither way off. Yeah. Whenever I scooted him, but he just went 2 feet out of the way, and so we walked by him. And then our middle daughter was holding our youngest daughter, and then our youngest daughter got mad for some reason, was throwing a fit as this was happening. And so she's like, fine, I'm tired of carrying you. And she set her down, and it was beside the snake. I was like, the snake is there. You're basically setting her on the snake. So everybody else, we didn't see a single person on the ferry trail or the space trail or that trail up until that point. Now, all of a sudden, we've meet 2 different groups that are out walking. And they hear the screaming going on in the snake. And I tell the fellow there's a snake, and I was like, and there's no waterfall, so if you want to go ahead.
Might as well turn around.
There's nothing up here for you.
Snakes and dry falls up here.
And then we saw some friends. We saw some friends there. So that was cool. All right, yep. That was Mason-Dixon Park. I highly recommend it. Very cool park. Historic, too. It had a lot of history in there that was pretty cool. It talked about how they had a Native American chief that guided them to that point, and then he stopped because it was another tribe's land. and it would be like a war act, he said.
Yeah.
So he's like, you're on your own from this point. I'm not going any further. So I thought that was pretty neat. And,
that is neat.
Stuff like that. So, yeah. So it's cool to see the newest swing. But, they still don't have a swing in Pendleton County, and I think that's crazy.
I know. It's really a
I was
shame.
thinking about that when we were there for men's retreat, and
Maybe one
I
day.
saw them on Facebook I think it's the Isle Franklin. It's a Facebook group. They were like, why can't we get one? And Annie Hume, she's doing a wonderful job down there as the CVB director.
Yeah, she is.
And she was explaining how it works, because I'm pretty sure they're all built by Nicholas County students at the Botech. And when I saw that, I read that before, and I saw that on the swing. It said made by them. I think that's pretty cool that they make
is
them all.
really
So
cool.
maybe it just takes some time to make them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a money thing, because I think that people would
Maybe
come up
like
with the
legal
money.
things, land stuff.
Yeah. We would start a GoFundMe for that.
We could definitely come up with money if we wanted to have a swing.
I want a swing at Seneca Rocks or Spruce Knob or both.
Yeah.
But at least one of them, they got to have it. Bring a swing to Pendleton County, folks. Come on.
Yeah, I agree.
What else? Where else did you go?
I think that's the only place I had been running around. Then I was I'm done driving around.
Moorfield, Maysville, Cumberland, Wiley Ford.
Yes.
And all of that.
Yes. Those were my personal travels. A lot of driving for me. A lot of woods for you.
Yeah.
A lot of babies for me.
Yeah. And that's fun, right? That's a fun one.
My favorite thing.
With these babies, I would like to be a fun uncle. That's my goal for these babies. These baby boys.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up and be that uncle.
Play fight with them?
Play fight.
Like do the punch in their face?
They love that, don't they?
Yeah, they do love
Little
that.
boys love that.
They do love that.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I think so,
But
too.
I've always been a fun aunt.
You are a really fun aunt. All our nieces and nephews think that.
I hope they would say that.
They would,
really
100%.
would.
And even our older ones that are teenagers still is like, she's the fun one. I'm not the fun one, and I know that. But I want to be with these babies.
Okay. You need to have a big life change then.
No, I'll just bribe them. I'm just going to bring them like candy and stuff. Like,
okay.
That's what my uncle did to his great nephews and nieces. He would just be like, hey, kids, you want $5?
Well, that's how my Uncle Jerry is with our two girls.
That's true.
He always gives them money.
That's a great uncle thing, I think.
Yeah.
Once you become a great uncle, that's when you just start
He's
pulling
their
out money.
great uncle.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember him giving me money. But he gives them money.
Yeah, okay. That's true. But that's cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to whip out a $5 and be like, is that even a lot of money these days? Maybe for these kids, they'll be like,
they'll say, this
what am I
even buy
supposed to
me
do
a
with $5?
Pokemon pack.
But
You know.
So here's something really fun me and the kids also discovered, and this was last weekend.
Yeah.
We went and started geocaching, which is something me and the kids found one time accidentally on Ravens Rock Trail, and we were way off the walking trail for some reason because we heard something, and then I ended up just kind of noticing it on a ledge. And I was like, "What is that?" But
Was it a box?
It was a box, but I didn't know. I was not familiar with geocaching at the time, and this was last year, I think.
Yeah.
But now this time we intentionally went, and we started at Cooper's Rock because there's a lot of boxes there, and they're fun. So you can go to a place called Rock City if you're familiar with Cooper's Rock, which is like my favorite place there. It's where you're in like this valley or whatever you want to call it, because you have stone walls on each side of you, and you're walking through. But on top of that rock, so you come out of Rock City and kind of backtrack and follow the ledge. So the hint was 3 feet from a 30-foot ledge, 3 feet from a 30-foot ledge under a tree. So sometimes they're hard to find. The one took us probably 15 minutes to find one of them. The one that took us 15 minutes, I had a backpack on with all the drink stuff. I set it down on a tree so that I could maneuver. It was 1 foot from my backpack. 15 minutes of searching. I'm about to give up. I'm going back to my backpack, and there's a rock beside my backpack, and there it was. But then the one that was 3 feet from a 30-foot drop. I had all 4 kids, even our 3-year-old. So you got to watch the ledges there. A lot of ledges there.
Yeah.
It can get a little hairy, but
yeah. Did you have our youngest as well? Yeah.
Our 3-year-old. So yeah, it was fun. And you're there because you feel like. Nobody ever comes here. So when you're off the trail, you walk off the trail into the woods. I'm in a spot that it doesn't look like a lot of people are there. And then you find this box and you open it up and people log that they've been there. And you're like, oh, like 100,000 people have been here. It's crazy. But you can see they put a date so that all the boxes we found, someone had been there the previous weekend. So, it wasn't that hidden of a treasure, but for us, it was. So then we were like, well, let's just do it all over town. So we started doing it. And then you joined us.
I did.
You joined us last week, and we found some local
I was the
more
driver.
in town. How did you feel about it?
It was cute seeing you guys go out and find stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. One was a fail. Whoever's messing up Menards, we don't know what's going on. I guess it's lost.
Either we are really bad at hunting it or it's gone, but I think it's gone.
Yeah.
Based off of all the clues and everything. Like,
Yeah.
there doesn't appear to be anything there. But
Yeah.
it's fun for the kids. They call it treasure hunting
Mhm.
because they pull out the treasure and then we put something else in place of it for the next person.
Yeah.
So for us, we've been 3D printing little turtles.
Yes.
Especially
I would
we
be
like the
so
turtles.
happy if I opened up a
I think the
box and
3D
found these
turtles are a nice find. They may be a little nicer than most of the stuff we find. honestly.
100%.
So I'd like to leave it better than we found it, kind of a deal. But the kids don't care. They'll get like a little piece of junk out of there, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?
I will
Like
put
this
my
is a
life
coin.
down
There was
for
a
this."
nickel in one of them." And I was like, "Really, a nickel?"
Well, our son loved it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was on cloud
He was like,
nine.
"A
I've got a
coin."
nickel.
He
He's
called
like,
them
"I'm
coins.
rich.
Yeah.
I've got a nickel."
And I love that.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun this October, but
A lot of
we were
fun.
certainly
A
busy.
lot of running.
Didn't get to do quite as many things as we wanted to. I had a ton of footage from all the places that I visited, and I didn't even post any of it. Just too busy.
I know we've been too busy to sit down and do like anything, like post things, and it's just too hard because whenever you sit down and you can actually breathe, you're like, I don't want to do anything because I've been so busy.
Yeah.
But like this is how I feel like now as a mother, and I'm sure you do as a dad too, but just like everything that goes on in my mind, I'm just like, okay, when this month is over, then there's not much going on. Well, yeah, there is, because now November, that's Christmas shopping.
Oh, yeah.
And then
true.
December is Christmas full
I
time.
was just thinking, like, October over, we're going to have a break, but not.
November is a little bit of a slowdown, but I plan on going in every weekend to see my new nephews.
Yeah.
I have to Christmas shop. And then every weekend in Christmas, we spend with our families because we have we have a big family.
The families are growing.
The families are growing, and we have some of them come here, we go there, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
December, you might not even see us. We might just fall off.
No.
I'm just
We'll
kidding.
really go missing. No, I don't. I plan to.
Well,
we got some interviews scheduled to come up. Actually,
we have very cool interviews
and I think
coming up.
they're exciting.
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil them, so I don't think we'll mention.
Let's not mention
much,
it yet.
But I'm excited.
I
think
am
it's gonna
too.
be cool.
Mhm.
So that'll keep us at least somewhat regular. But
It'll have to
it'll have to
because it's on the calendar.
Oh,
And when
yeah.
it's on the calendar, you can do
What the
it.
calendar says rules. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And I got to tell you, so the last hike we did at Cooper's Rock, I just got to mention real quick, a shout out to the youngest. We did a 4-hour hike, and our 3-year-old killed it. I carried her a little bit, but for the most part, she was on her own. And there was a lot of mountain climbers there that day, and they were climbing all the just random rocks throughout Cooper's Rock. And they had like their mats that they would put down to catch them if they fell.
Yeah.
And everybody that's seen her was like, "Oh my gosh, look at this little girl! She's a trooper! Look at this family hiking together." They said there was no mother.
Oh, like, oh, where's the mom on a bender or
She
something?
probably died.
Oh, maybe.
But this dad, what
Look
a
at this
dad!
wonderful dad. And if it was a mom out there, they'd be like, oh, she's doing what she's supposed to with her kids. But, oh, super dad. Oh, you're such a good dad.
I think they thought that at first when they see me walk around the corner and with the kids, and then they see our littlest one, and she's so tiny, and she walks over, and then I think they felt bad for her, and they were like, then it was all.
Now it's like,
her.
what an abusive dad.
Exactly. They were like, look at her keeping up. She's so amazing.
No, you are a really good dad because I'm not going to go out there and hike with all 4 of them. I don't want to go anywhere by myself.
Well, it's the excitement of them finding those treasures in the woods was.
And Leah brought home a treasure after Cooper's Rock.
Yeah.
That I got to find several days later.
What was it? I
Yeah,
don't know about this.
a tick in her belly button.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A tick.
Tick in her belly button.
I don't think that was from Cooper's Rock.
It
I think that
had
was
to have
Mason-Dixon.
been.
That was earlier. That was before Cooper's Rock.
No,
I'm not going to let you disparage Cooper's Rock good name because
it was
it's on my
Cooper's
drink.
Rock. Then
No, it
she
wasn't.
would have had that
That
tick
was
for
after.
like several
We went to
weeks.
Cooper's Rock after the tick.
Oh, that was
you found
after the
Yeah.
tick. Then it was.
It could have been
Mason-Dixon.
Mason-Dixon.
It was
possibly.
probably a Pennsylvania tick.
That's. I guarantee it. It was when we went to that
I
Pennsylvania.
guarantee. As soon as she sat on
Waterfall.
that Pennsylvania bench,
That's
she
what it
picked up
was.
that
It
tick.
jumped off the Pennsylvania bench.
Just like a Maryland State Police, that tick was ready to jump on a West Virginia girl.
That's right. And the snake was a big too. Mm-hmm.
See, they're always trying to attack outsiders.
I tell you what, you had it right.
So that was my first tick that I've had to pull off.
Oh, how was that?
It's terrifying. Me and our oldest daughter were all of us.
I wasn't here.
We were walking out the door to get my oldest daughter's 2 teeth pulled out of her head, so that was already something. And then out of her head. Yeah, so that was already something that we were worrying about. And then I just barely see that on Leah's on our youngest as I'm getting her changed. And I was like, "Oh, your belly button's got something in it. Let me get it." And then I saw the legs.
Well, our boy had Lyme's disease recently.
But never saw a tick on him.
Right. So ticks are bad.
Yeah, it was a stage. That's what they said. They said in Mon County, Lyme's disease is like common. That's like a thing.
That's crazy.
Tons of people have it. And then for like weeks, all I had was "Like Check You for Ticks" by Brad Paisley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Brad Paisley, West Virginia boy. Shout out Brad Paisley.
Oh, my gosh. Ticks in West Virginia.
That's right. That's what he was writing from experience. True, authentic experience. So you mentioned earlier that you thank people for sharing the trunk or treat because our church's Facebook account, for some reason, got taken down for no reason. It's still there, just no one can get to it.
We can't get to it.
Yeah.
I'm like an admin on there. I can't get to it. Someone has hacked it or something.
Yeah. So we tried to share on our pages our trunk or treat, and it was a good turnout.
It was very good.
But the point that I'm trying to bring up here, it scared us a little bit because our biggest following right now is on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which is great when we love our Facebook followers.
I love it.
But we encourage you to go out there and follow on the other platforms, YouTube, Spotify. In fact, Spotify hurt my feelings a little bit the other day. They sent me a message and they said, you should probably have more subscribers for where you're at. That's what it said. And I said, hey, our Facebook is killing it. But okay. And we're also on Apple and Amazon and all those other.
Yes. And of course, you said YouTube. And then
YouTube,
we are newish to TikTok. Scared of it.
Scared of TikTok. Still scared, but still trying
it. It's a new. I feel like we're like 20, 15 years too old for it.
20 years too old? Nah, probably about 5.
You think 5 years too old for it?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, if you see us on TikTok, that's cool. Yeah. Instagram.
Yes, just hit us up.
Pretty
much on everything.
And tell your buds, Tell your buddies.
Tell your pals, your good time pals,
man,
your fun-loving guys.
You guys love West Virginia. And like we said earlier, and I just want to say it one more time, like the comments on the Where in West Virginia.
Yeah,
the comments
they're my favorite.
Are so good. I love when people love West Virginia. I love it. And I love when people were proud of it. We're proud of it. And I think it's just awesome. And I think this last month, as busy as it was, because a lot of people talk about how West Virginia is a little bit slower time-wise, like it's a little bit more chill.
Yeah.
That's not usually our experience, really.
It's never been our
But
experience.
I will say this, as busy as it was, how awesome is it that right here in our own backyard, we can go out and we can do all these fun things. We can do the geocaching. We can do waterfall trails. We can do hiking. I can go hiking in my own county and hike trails that I've never hiked before.
I know.
Even though we hike all the I feel like we hike a lot, me and the kids anyway.
Yeah.
And yet we can still find new trails almost every weekend.
I know. And I thought living in Morgantown, there's not that much outdoorsy stuff to do. Yes, there is. I mean, Morgantown is I call it a city, but on the outskirts of it, there's a ton to do within 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Yeah, it takes no time at all for us to get to Cooper's Rock and places like that.
Yeah.
And then and that's all over the state. That's what's cool. Every county has something like that.
Yeah.
Every county has their iconic spot. Just like we said, Pendleton County, out there, I love it. But every county's got it. And that's what's so cool.
What is your iconic spot in your county?
That'd be cool.
Because I would like to hit them all. Eventually.
We want to hit them all.
We do want to hit them all.
It's going to take a while. There's 55 counties out there.
So it's good when they give us ideas.
Yeah.
So we're already ahead of it.
Speaking of 55 counties, 55 Voices interview series. Did we talk about that yet? How we got a couple coming up? I can't remember if we talked about it.
I don't know, but we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, but we got a couple more counties on tap, ready to go. So also, if you know somebody from your county who wants to kind of represent your county, talk about your county
so we don't have to hunt them down.
Exactly. I like when people come into us and make it easy. That's what so like Leisha Smith, one of our favorite people, because she invited us down to Bramble.
Yeah.
A while ago. It's been a while.
This was at almost the start. It was the start.
Yeah.
It was the start of our channel.
And made it super easy for us to come down there and visit. And then we've had other people reach out and said, here's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
We have a Google form, by the way. Maybe I can post the link for it to make it easy.
And we are getting them. We just are trying to find time to
do
fit
it.
things in. We love when we see them come in.
Yeah.
And we are excited to do each and every one of them.
Yeah.
It's just the time. So hang in.
Hang in.
Hang in
But
there.
you yourself may not be interested, but you probably know somebody who would be.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're a little bit shy or
put it
whatever,
out there.
but you're like, hey, I know somebody who would love it. Let them know. Let them say, hey, go get on that show, and then we'll give you a shout out too for finder's fee. Which is not money because we don't have any money.
We don't have any money.
but
Speaking of that, if you want to sponsor this,
there you go. Hey,
we've had a few people reach out who want to sponsor, which is so kind. Just trying to like figure that out exactly, but we're figuring it out.
We don't know what we're doing. If you haven't figured it out yet,
we don't know what we're doing, but we want to do it. And if you want to shout out, if you want to have some type of promo here. Mm-hmm. We would love that. We want sponsors.
I think in some ways us not knowing what we're doing has been cool because we're not tied to a certain structure. Like we've just been able to do whatever we want to do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's fun.
Yeah.
And I hope it will. We're gonna keep it like that no matter what. Mm-hmm. We're always gonna be fun and authentic and talking about the state we love and the people we love.
Yeah. And
that's the goal.
People want us to promote their businesses here locally. I love that. I love promoting businesses.
And I love pepperoni rolls. So if you got a good one, you want me to eat it, I'm going to eat it.
If you want to bring us. Okay, we're getting off track.
Reel it in.
Let's reel it in.
All right, let's close out.
Okay.
But if you couldn't tell by now, hopefully you could. Because we're talking about you so much. Because when you listen to our show, you're part of it. You're part of the story. You're part of that West Virginia story.
Yeah.
That's always been the goal, is to connect with the audience. Always has been. And I think that's probably why Facebook does so well compared to the other platforms because it is
you can interact. And that's what I love the most.
And that I do too.
Yeah.
So I love it. So if you're out there listening, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. I had somebody. This is it, and then we'll go. And this was from YouTube actually. Which
Gasp.
Isn't the most like where people usually comment to you, but someone talked about how they'd never been to West Virginia before, but they'd been listening to the podcast, and it inspired them to come to West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Having never been here before, I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
That one was cool. That one almost brought me to tears. Because I remember I came out and told you.
I remember that day.
And because I wasn't having a great day.
You were having a hard day that day.
I was having a hard day. And then that comment popped up. And this person said, I've never been to the state, but I love what you guys do. I've been watching the podcast and I'm visiting this weekend because of you. And I said, man, that's cool.
And if that was you, tell us how that went.
Oh, yeah. I told them to come hang out with us. I was like, because they were visiting more southern West Virginia. So if you come up to Morgantown, let us know. We'll go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we thank you. We thank everybody for watching, listening. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry we've been gone so long in October, but we hopefully will come back swinging in November.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got to get to 52 episodes before the end of the year, right?
What are we at?
This is episode 44, right?
Gosh, okay.
Right?
Can we do it?
Can we do it?
Can we do it? Maybe we'll have to put out a few bonus episodes.
I think that's what, 8 episodes counting? No,
we can do it. We can do it.
No, not counting this one. So we got to do 8 more.
Okay, we can do it
before the end of the year.
We can do it.
Hey, but I got some big plans because we got you got Christmas season, you got New Year's coming up, so you can do like the year in review. There's lots of cool stuff you can do.
All right.
And we'll do it.
Okay.
All right, we're done. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe right here.
Ding.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.